Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss about polygon fill area clipping. Okay, as you all know, in the previous class, we have discussed about the topic that is line clipping algorithm. That is Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. We have studied. Okay. The next topic is polygon fill area clipping. Okay. Uh, so we'll discuss this algorithm. Okay. Before that, see, we can think that okay, whenever you clip a line segment, what you get after the clipping is also a line segment, right? Okay, whenever you clip a line segment, after clipping, what we get is also a line segment. Okay, and in Cohen-Sutherland algorithm, we have studied different techniques. Okay, four different cases. Okay, what is the clip window and what is the position of a line when it is inside, what we are going to do. One is when it is outside, what we do. When it is partially inside and partially outside, what we will do. So we will discuss different such cases. In any cases, whenever a clipping algorithm processes a line segment, the output is always a line segment. So output is always a line segment within the clip window. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, but as far as polygon clipping is concerned, see, you may think polygon is nothing but it is also a set of straight lines, right? So polygon is nothing but it is an object built by using some certain straight lines. So you can think that okay, how can we apply the line segment or line clipping algorithm for the polygon clipping as well? But practically that is not possible. So we'll see that why we cannot apply the line segment algorithm for polygon clipping as well. For example, you can see here, because once you clip a line segment, what you get is a line segment. But when you clip a polygon, always it is not the the polygon what we are going to get. If you use the line segment algorithms, what happens? So you can see here, there is an object, okay, and we can see these dotted lines. What you can see, this we call it as a clip window, okay. So when I apply the clipping on this, okay, assume that I apply the line clipping, okay, one clipping here, this is one line segment, this one line segment, this one line segment, this is one segment, and this one segment. So this is the given polygon. When I apply my line clipping algorithms on this, so what I get is this one, right? What I get is this one. Okay, but if you see, the difference is here, a polygon has some properties, has some features, right? As we discussed, it should have a closed polygon, it should have a well-defined boundary, right? Like this, there are certain properties of a polygon that has to be fulfilled. But here, if you apply the line segment algorithm for polygon clipping, line clipping algorithm for polygon clipping, always the result will not satisfy the criteria of a polygon. You can see here, this object is not a polygon because it is not closed. Again, this object, this is line segment, right? It is not necessarily a polygon. So output is not a polygon, but that is the reason we cannot apply line segment algorithm. So we have to come up with the better techniques. Okay, that's what I mean to say. Okay. So you can see what is expected now. So what my algorithm should do. So now line clipping algorithm cannot be applied for polygon clipping. Now that is ruled out. Right? Now for step 2, so the next process, what is expected then? You can see an object here, okay, on the clip window. Okay, I have to develop an algorithm such that when I apply my algorithm here, okay, you can see here, my algorithm should provide the polygon for me. When you clip a polygon, what I should get is a polygon, no matter whether it's a concave, convex, no, whatever it is. So the output finally what I get should also have a closed boundary. That's what is the meaning. Understand? You can see here, it is not producing closed boundary here. Okay. If I have to develop an algorithm which is going to overcome these shortcomings, which you can see here. This is a polygon. I apply my clipping algorithms on this polygon. My clipping algorithm will give exactly this kind of output. This is what is expected. Okay. So how it can be done? Okay. We'll see that. Okay. Now you know that in the Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, we try to find out the intersections of a line with respect to 4 different corners of a clip window, that is left, right, top and bottom. Okay, those are the 4 different corners of a window which we used to consider. Okay, and we used to find out the intersections on all the 4 different corners. Okay, to make sure the line is exactly within the clip window or not. Okay, if the line segment is within this any 4 corners, then definitely it will be processed because it is entirely on the inside of a polygon, so inside of a clip window. That's the meaning. Okay, so what we used to do, if that is the case, if you want our polygon to be clipped, in that particular approach, okay, left, right, top, bottom, you can see in this diagram what you have seen, the original polygon that has to be clipped. Okay, when it goes through the left clipper, we can see whatever it is there. Okay, the portion of the polygon that is beyond the left side of a clip window, that will be clipped like this. Then that will go through the right clipping window, where the polygon, a portion of polygon which is outside the boundary of a right corner of clip window, that will be clipped. Then similarly bottom, then similarly top. This is the finally produced vertex. Final output will be something like this here. So what you can observe in this diagram is that, see, at any point of time when a polygon passes through the series of clippers like this, okay, there are new set of vertices that will be generated. There will be new set of vertices that will be generated. For example, you can see this is the original polygon. When it passes through the left clipper, okay, then this particular vertex is now not part of the polygon that has to be displayed. Not part of the polygon that will be displayed. So now this one vertex is now, this particular portion is now clipped, which means there are 2 new vertices that are generated here. Okay. Similarly, this one vertex is eliminated. We got 2 new vertices that are generated here. So what I mean to say, every time it goes through different series of clippers, left, right, top, and bottom and top. So the new set of vertices may be generated. Okay. So in the original, how many vertices are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Totally 12 vertices are there. So this is what we have to keep in mind. So clipping a polygon is not as simple as clipping a line segment, and line clipping algorithms cannot be applied for polygon clipping. Okay. Next we will see. So once you clip the polygon, so what we have, how we can ensure that, okay, whatever the portion produced, finally produced output, okay, that is there within the clip window or not, we have to ensure that it is there exactly within the bounding box, or what you can see here is you can see the clip window, and there is a coordination of a polygon fill area. This is a simple polygon. When it is this particular polygon can be displayed within a small rectangular area called bounding box. Okay, that's what you can see. This dashed lines here. Okay, if this the minimum and the maximum boundaries of this particular bounding box can be fit within the clipping window, then it means that this polygon will also fit into the window. So that's what is the meaning. Okay, that's what you have to ensure once we clip the polygon. Once the last set of vertices are obtained, this is what we are going to check. Okay, whether this bounding box we can fit well within this clipping window or not. If yes, then definitely this object, this polygon, will also be fitted within this particular clipping window. So that's what we need to see. Okay, so that's an introduction for a polygon clipping. So the key things what you have to understand here is, once again I'll just come again. See, line segment, if you apply, the line clipping algorithms cannot be applied, because if you apply the line segment, so clipping algorithms, what you get is not a polygon. Set of some unconnected lines you are going to get. Okay, and that we cannot call it as a polygon. So generally there is no closed boundary or polyline boundary or finishing that we are going to get. So what is expected, you can see here. Okay, so what is to be done? Series of clippers. Okay, polygon has to go through a series of clippers, the left, right, bottom and top. Okay. So if we follow this approach, what is going to happen? We should know that there are new vertices that will be generated compared to original set of vertices that were there. Either number of vertices may increase or decrease, okay, but it will not be the same. Next. So once the polygon goes through the series of clippers, at last stage, whatever set of vertices is defined, for that we define what is called a bounding box. We can see here, that is the minimum area within which the particular polygon can be fixed. Okay. If this bounding box is, we can fit this bounding box into this clipping window, then it means that this polygon is also going to fit within this clip window. That's the meaning. Okay. So we'll see an algorithm called Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. Okay. Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. So you can see a simple convex polygon fill area. You can see this is the original object. Okay. This is the clip window. So if when I apply my algorithm, what is expected, you can see here. So in the original object, how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 3 vertices are there. Once it goes through the clipper, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different vertices are there. You can see. Okay, so what my algorithm should do? It should be able to generate. It should be able to generate this set of new set of vertices, which is going to form a new polygon that is to be displayed. Okay. So how it is to be done? We'll see the very simple step. We'll see one example with respect to the left clipper. Okay. Then the same is what that's exactly going to apply for all left, right, bottom and top. Okay. So here again for each vertex. Okay. For example, see, I'll just tell you the basics. Okay. If you understand these 4 steps, okay, if you understand these 4 steps, you can easily understand rest of this algorithm. So what this algorithm produces is it produces a set of vertices, okay, which can be processed parallelly. Okay, first thing, and generally, what is the other advantage we are going to get? Okay, because Sutherland-Hodgman algorithm produces only the list of output vertices, it cannot correctly generate the 2 output polygons. So this is not required. Okay. Okay, you can see this paragraph. You can read this. So, the general strategy in this algorithm is to send the pair of endpoints for each successive polygon line segment through series of clippers, left, right, bottom and top. As soon as the clipper completes the processing of one pair of vertices, the clipped coordinate values, if any, for that edge are sent to the next clipper. Then the first clipper processes the next pair of endpoints. In this way, the individual boundary clippers can be operating in parallel. First thing is, it is efficient. Okay, it is efficient, straightforward you can say, because complexity will be less. There is no further repeated processing of the same vertex again and again. That is not there. Okay, once a particular on the particular side of a window, if the polygon is clipped, means that the new vertex that is generated, again that will not be processed. That will finally go into the final set of vertices. Okay, that is used to develop the new polygon. Okay. So to apply this algorithm, first thing is we have to understand these 4 general cases we have to understand. In each case what we are going to do, that also we should understand. Okay, that is explained in this algorithm here. This particular diagram here. See, now assume that this is a clip window. Okay, this is a clip window. So we are considering the example of a left clipper. Okay, left clipper. Okay, similarly, right, bottom and top clippers, the same approach will be followed. Okay. So for left clipper, for example, you can see this here. This is an object, it's a polygon that has to be processed. Okay. So in the first figure, what you can see, there is a vertex V1 to V2. Okay, so outside to inside. Okay, vertex is there. So one line segment is there. Okay. So one part is outside, one point is inside of a polygon. Okay. Then what our algorithm will put? What is the output of this particular stage? What is the output provided by provided by the left clipper? In this case is v1 dash comma v2. So what is v1 dash? See the new intersection point and the next end point is sent for the next stage. Understanding? Against the left clipper for this line segment, v1 v2 is what is the input. Okay, we are going from outside to inside. Okay, outside to inside. In that case, what will be the output? The new outside point. Now outside point is shortened. Okay, and the end point, second end point, so the inside point is sent for the next stage. Similarly, you can see this case here, v1 to v2. When both are inside, so we consider the second end point that is sent to the next level, next stage of the clipper. Inside to outside, again similar to the first case. First case was outside to inside. Now this is inside to outside. Then what we do? In the output, we are going to send only v1 dash. Okay, new end point that is shortened. Okay, whatever that is there outside the second end point, when it is clipped, that new end point what you are going to calculate, the intersection point, that is sent as an output to the next stage. When both are outside, output is none. No need to process any, generate any new vertex. So this applies for both top and bottom clippers. Now we will discuss the same with respect to a very simple example that is given here. Okay. You can see in this diagram here. Okay. So this is the given object for us. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And you can see this is the given clip window. Okay. This is the clip window and this is the object. So on this clip window, now we have to process this polygon. We have to show the demonstration how it will be clipped at each clipper. Okay. And the order of clipper is always left, right, bottom and top. That you all know. Okay. X minimum, X maximum, Y minimum, Y maximum. So that's the meaning. Left, right, bottom and top. Okay. So in the original polygon, we have 3 vertices. Okay. So we have to clip it now. Clip and we have to produce a polygon. Okay. Which is going to fit within this particular clip window. So how we are doing here? Consider the left clipper first. For the left clipper, I am going to send the first edge from 1 to 2. 1 to 2 I am going to send. See, remember carefully. Just these 4 steps we have to apply. That's it. 4 steps you have to remember, you have to apply properly. Here, if we take the first edge, that is 1 to 2 is the first edge. With respect to left clipper, what is the status of this particular line segment now? 1 to 2, both are inside. Both are inside the left side of the clip window. Alright? So both are inside. What we are going to do? Inside, produce the vertex 2. Second end point, we will go to the next clipper, next stage. Okay. Now this is 2. Okay. 1 to 2, 2 will be sent to the next stage. Okay. Now see. So the second edge I am going to pass, that is 2 to 3. 2 to 3 I am going to pass. Means what is the case here? Inside to outside it is there. 2 to 3 means inside to outside. Okay. In that case what we will do? Yes, this is, we know it is a left clipper. So inside to outside there is a point that is crossing the left side boundary of a clip window. We have to shorten this one. Now the 2 to 3 is there. We are going to clip this particular portion. So now it becomes 2 dash. Okay. So what will be the output? New vertex that is generated, 2 dash will be the output for the next stage. Next, third edge, 3 to 1 I am going to pass. 3 to 1 I am going to pass. So 3 to 1 if you pass, then you can see that for the left side of a clipping, 3 is outside the left border of the window. That will be shortened, right? That will become 3 dash. So what is sent now? That is outside to inside. Outside to inside, what we are doing? That is outside to inside. V1 dash and V2 we are sending, right? So 3 dash 1 we are sending to the next stage. Understand? Similarly for right clipper. See, once the left clipper is done, what is the object we have? Vertex 2 we have, 2 dash we have, 3 dash we have, and 1 we have. Understanding? This one, 2, 2 dash, 3, sorry, not 3, it is 3 dash 1. Okay, in this portion, 2, 2 dash, 3 dash, 1, not 3. No, 3 is not there. Okay, so this is the portion. Okay, this portion, what you can see, wherever I am moving my cursor, you can see that is the part of the polygon now that is visible. That is clipped by the left clipper. So now we will see next. Similarly, now these vertices are further processed for the right clipper. You can see now what is the object. Now we have only this portion. You should remember that. When this goes to the right clipper, here you can see what is the first stage. 2 to 2 dash I am passing. To the right clipper now we are discussing. 2 to 2 dash we are passing. That is, both are inside case. Both are inside, what we do? We send the next second end point to the next stage. So to produce this 2 dash. Okay. 2 to 2 dash is over. Okay, now 2 dash to 3 dash. 2 dash to 3 dash. Both are inside the right side of a window. So 3 dash will be produced as output. Next. 3 dash to 1, 3 dash to 1, okay, both are inside the right side limit of a clip window. So 1 I am going to produce as a output. Okay. Last we have 1 to 1, okay, so 1 to 2, both are inside the right side of a clip window. So output produce is equal to 2. Okay, you can see this. Now left and right are clipped now. Okay, once you clip the left and right, what is the edges we have now here again? 2, 2 dash, 3 dash, 1 after left clipping, even after right clipping, 2 dash, 3 dash, 1, 2. Okay, 2 dash, 3 dash, 1, 2. Again the same portion. Okay, output will not change after the right clipper because this particular polygon is it has crossed only the bottom and the left portion of a clip window. Okay. Now we will go to bottom clipper. For bottom clipper, take the first stage, 2 dash, 3 dash. Okay, what is 2 dash, 3 dash? 2 dash and 3 dash. Okay, if you do. So what is the case here, 2 dash to 3 dash? See, this is the limit of a clip window. Okay, 3 dash is below this particular point, below the clip window point. So what happens? Now 3 dash will be eliminated once you do the bottom clipping. Then new point, that is 2 double dash, will be generated. That will come to the output, right? That is inside and outside. What we are going to do? Inside to outside. V1 dash we are going to do. Okay, right? So inside to outside, 2 dash to 3 dash it is there. Now we are going to eliminate 3 dash and we are going to add 2 dash into the list, 2 double dash. Next is 3 dash comma 1. 3 dash comma 1 with respect to bottom, if you see, okay, both are outside. 3 dash is also outside from the bottom. Both of these two are outside. So none of the vertex will be generated out. Okay, this entire thing will be not produced at all. Okay. Next stage, 1 to 2, 1 to 2. So outside to inside. Outside to inside, what we are doing? V1 dash and V2 we are doing. Okay. So 1 dash and 2 will be sent to the clipper. Next stage. Understand? Similarly, last 2 and 2 dash. 2 and 2 dash means both are inside. So second vertex we are going to pass, that is 2 dash. Next is okay. So next is now after the bottom clipper. After the bottom clipper, we have 2 double dash, okay, 1 dash, 2 and 2 dash. Right? Bottom clipper what we have? 2 dash, 2 double dash, 1 dash and 2. 2 dash, 2 dash, 2 double dash and 1 dash. That's what we have. Now proceed for the top clipper. Okay, you take the first stage. That is 2 double dash and 1 dash. 2 double dash, 1 dash. With respect to top, both are inside. So second vertex is sent to the next stage. Next is 1 dash 2. It is 1 dash 2, 1 dash and 2. This is the next line segment what we are taking. Okay, both are inside. So second end point is sent to the vertex list. Next 1 dash 2, 1 dash to 2. Okay. So 1 dash to 2 we are sending, that is 2. 1 dash to 2 with respect to top we are discussing. Okay, 1 dash to both are inside. Well, both are inside. Then we will send the second end point. Okay. Next is 2 and 2 dash. 2 dash is sent to the next stage. Okay. Finally 2 dash and 2 double dash. 2 dash, 2 double dash, 2 double dash will enter. Will come to the final vertex. Okay. So if you join these through vertex now, okay, which are those? 2 dash, 2, 1 dash, 2 dash. So what you get is the result of the clipping. Okay. Okay, the same things are given here. Just we need to understand these 4 cases. Okay. These 4 cases, if you understand, then easily you can understand what is called polygon. This is called Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. Clear? I hope it is understood for you people. So I'll be uploading this video onto the YouTube. So all of you please follow it. Okay. I'll send the link in the group. I'll share it. Just go through this particular video. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.